Now, golf is often accused of being an expensive sport, but we want to prove that it's actually really affordable. We set ourselves a little challenge. With $300 each, we had to kit ourselves out and get out on course for a round of golf. The question is, which strategy is going to be the most affordable?
Being the most modern of the Barron's trio, it only makes sense I do my penny-wise purchasing online. Clubs, putter, balls, and even my round. It's amazing the kind of gear you can find on the interwebs, and within 10 minutes, we're all set to go.
Now, I'm a tactile kind of guy, so the idea of shopping online, particularly for golf clubs, didn't really appeal to me. Instead, it was about getting some miles in my legs. If you're patient, gems are there to be found. On this occasion, a bargain at Savers, some fancy irons and a bag at Golf, and the Brotherhood delivered a solution for some much needed practice. I might not be able to play, but I'll be able to practice.
For me, I was able to secure a set of Mizuno Tool Proven, or TP 9s, an iconic model that was produced from 1986 into the mid-90s. Not only were these blades still striking to look at, but they struck balls just as well, even if it was me wielding them. And as for my putter, well, it's pretty obvious why I picked this one, even though it was too upright for me and arrived more than a little bent.
So I've been given $300 to get into this game cheaply or affordably. Well, I've won before we've even started because I can get into this game for nothing. Nix. How is that possible, you say? Because golf's expensive, courses, clubs, balls. Well, that's not how I got into the game. I rang a friend and I said, can I borrow a 7-iron you're not using out of your garage? Done. Clubs are free. You can putt with it, chip with it, hit with it. Easy. Then I went and circumnavigated my local golf course. Stole 20 balls, picked them up from the fence. Free. So then again, all sorted. So then I was down to, how do I play this game? Because I wanted to play it every day. Couldn't afford, a round every day, so I went next door to the park. Cost me nothing. I hit balls every morning and every night until I fell in love with the game. And that's how I got into this game for nothing. And the irony is, I got into it for nothing, and now the game pays me. How cool is that for a sport? So, $300 that I've been given to get into golf affordably, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to celebrate the pre-game and the post-game. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Philbert and Shooter.
Affordable golf to me is a little bit different, and the way I approached it is, one, embracing my tighter side, but secondly, how the game started for me. And it never started with a full set. It started with a half set, where the clubs didn't even necessarily make sense. I've gone a bit deluxe though. So I've got a 5-iron, an 8-iron, and I've got a pitching wedge, which will get me around the course. I lashed out on a 1-iron just because I like the flashback. And as Kip would say, as a bit of a piece of resistance, and thanks to Savers, 1999, a deluxe 5-wood. The only thing in my bag that is a little bit weird, I might have under-budgeted, so I had to borrow my son's putter. And in a true test of my financial acumen, I thought I might go with a couple of practice balls and just see how they work, because if you've got no money to spend, you've got no money to spend. Because I wanted to save money for one thing, and that's the deluxe golf experience. Somewhere like the Heritage, where you can play golf affordably and within budget, every now and again. There are huge benefits to buying a half set. Not only will it save you a lot of money, it encourages you to learn to play the game, to understand that each club can be used in a number of ways, and to develop a feel for every element of hitting a golf ball.
Now, I really like my balls, which is why I opted for the latest Callaway Chrome Softs for this challenge. And because I was playing a whole 9 holes, I needed a whole box of them. Naturally, that left no more room in my thrifty budget for a golf bag. A minor oversight on my behalf. No big deal. jumps out to me early on is just how enjoyable playing with older clubs can be. And while I wouldn't want to make them my staple set,
Get in, son.
like driving an old vintage car, taking them out for a nostalgic spin once in a while is an incredibly rewarding experience.
Get in.
And again, with a half set, you get lucky and the distance happens to marry up to the club you have in the bag, or you could say it was engineered. Whilst my half set was lacking in the latest technology, it did deliver on other fronts. Sure, the putter was a little short. You know that's the greatest putter of your life. But the irons are forgiving enough to not punish my bad shots, but modern enough to reward the good. What's not affordable is hitting a ball in the water. And the 5-wood was an unexpected surprise, given I hadn't used one for 30 years. $20 for a club that once retailed for 20 times that much. Oh, some affordable golf is more affordable than the others.
So Shooter found himself some classics, minus a bag, and embraced public golf. Filbert embraced his inner accountant with a touch of class. And I, well, enjoyed a very long lunch. Time to see how the numbers stacked up with our $300 budget. And the winner is? Well, that's the thing. We all won. You see, the point is, golf can be as affordable as you want it to be. From classics, to half sets, to borrowing equipment, public golf or lashing out. The key is to give it a go. It's affordable and it's awesome.